Then you have to also understand there are certain protocols in Sahaja Yoga. For example, husband and wife. Now they should understand that they have come here for their individual growth and not together. And they should not oppose such a thing when it is told. They should not try to disturb others. It's being uncivil to disturb others by their behavior. They have not come here to spend a nice holiday, but they have come here to achieve something individually. If that is understood, then you will not feel that you are deprived of any pleasures or so-called comforts. The pleasures are temporary, they vanish into thin air. But the eternal life is that in which you live without doing anything and in a state of complete cohesiveness, complete oneness, with complete concord with the music of God's flute. To deprive yourself of that is stupid and foolish for something nonsensical. So those who object also to such a growth, to such a understanding, are actually going against themselves. India has very subtle vibrations. It has very subtle spiritual understanding. It's like you are entering into the deep roots of spirituality. And it is a very different type of a culture also, if you see that. And that only can be understood if you develop your innocence. That why these people are so innocent and they feel hurt when you tell them we'll not have our food today. They think, oh, you are being slighted or you are unhappy or something has gone wrong. They can never understand that you are saying no to the food because you are full. That's not done in India. It's bad manners to say that we'll not have the food. Can you imagine? It's regarded as very bad manners to say that we'll not have any food, because then people feel that we must have done something wrong that they are feeling this way. So, as a simple thing, I would say a guideline that when you don't want to have your food, it's all right, but you can come there and eat a little bit at least so that they feel you are in the group. Because they will feel all the time inside themselves that, oh God, why didn't he eat? He's without food, he's starving himself, and they feel very hurt about it. It's a system built in within us. I mean, so natural to us that if we are angry, we don't eat our food. Or supposing we are angry in the house, then we start doing some work which we have never done before, like you see, we'll start washing or doing cleaning, then people know that you are angry. That's the sign of anger show. But it's very natural style, I think, because they're very natural people. But then unnatural styles are different. Supposing somebody comes or a child comes in the house and he tells his mommy, I'm not going to eat the food. Then the mother will say, all right, it's good, doesn't matter. But here the mother will ask, why, what's the matter, why don't you eat, what is the problem, what will you have, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. But it won't be such that supposing a child comes from outside, in the fridge there are all kinds of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, everything kept there. He can have whatever he likes. No botheration. He does feel happy because he has a choice. But he's very unhappy inside that nobody is bothered about. Then it becomes a part and parcel of the being, the personality, and you don't mind. So many things people do not mind in the West, and I'm amazed at it. How can they tolerate these things? Where people neglect you, where people say harsh things, where people do not even offer a cup of tea to you. But people don't mind in the West. Another thing is, even if it comes to telling lies, we don't mind to tell people that we should not hurt them. Like supposing I'm in the house and there are many people who come to see me now, we don't want to hurt them. Then there's no sin in telling them that mother is not here, you better go away. Because they won't feel hurt. But if you say she's here but she will not see, it will hurt them. So this kind of honesty also is lacking here, that we tell them everything on their faces, whether they like it or not. It jars a human nature. And once you start jarring human nature, all the delicacies and all the beauties of their character disappears. And they become like charred charcoals. And they cannot feel anything that is sensitive, that is subtle, that is beautiful. One after another such shocks start coming in the childhood, then they become absolutely immune to it. There is no sankoch, there is no formality, inner formality, not outside formality. Sankoch is not formality, but is an inner formality that you don't feel like saying things. How can you say to them? Now supposing a child comes to your house and he spills some milk or something on your carpet. Immediately somebody will come and clean it in the presence of the mother. This we will not do. To us, carpet is not more important. The more important thing is the mother, that she should not feel hurt. These things, material things, should not be normally important to Western people because they are so materially developed that they can always get a replacement of their carpets. No, it doesn't matter. But they don't mind hurting another person for something material which is trivial, which is absolutely frivolous, is of no value. The culture of the spirit has to be developed, and culture of the spirit lies in this country. It was once upon a time in the West also, but you have lost it quite a lot. So to re-establish that culture, you have to go. But there are so many qualities you have which Indians have to learn. You are very intelligent. You understand Sahaja Yoga is the only way you can save the world. You have so many qualities that I cannot really in one line tell you all those things that the qualities Western people have. Only thing what lacks is the inner spiritual culture which one has to learn. When you talk, when you speak, when you have relations, rapport with others. Like in India, if an elder brother scolds you or shouts at you, nobody feels bad at all. It is expected. They never talk to children as if they are lords. Children don't guide the parents here, the parents guide the children. So if somebody, an elder or a leader says something to you, they don't think he is bossy. This is important. It's very individualistic culture we have in the West, and that's why we have problems. While the collective culture doesn't exist there. Now, it might be existing once upon a time, they had wars and things, when they had calamities, they all used to join together and work it out. But nowadays, as the situation is that there is no collective culture. And today I would request you to develop that culture within yourself, the collective culture. And in that collective culture, you will see that you will enjoy each other's company much more than anything else on the world. Without having any lust or greed, any impurity in it, just you will enjoy each other's company. That collective culture is to be imbibed and to be brought in within yourself. Nobody minds any discomfort when he is in love. But that is carnal, while you have to have spiritual love. And that collective culture, slowly, if all the Sahaja Yogis of the West can imbibe, I tell you, you can give a great leadership to the whole world. Because that's the only thing lacking in the West. That's the only thing they have to achieve, is a collective culture. Complete love and understanding. Complete integration, cohesiveness. This time the group has been very, very nice. I was so surprised that 60% are new people, but so good. The quality of people is so very good. They are not mediocres. And I could feel the oneness with which they are moving. So now we are looking forward to another very important occasion, is the weddings of the people. And in that, we have to see that there are 51 marriages we'll have to perform. So everybody should learn to enjoy those 51 marriages. Maybe there may be some problems or loopholes or something, May not be that efficient. Of course, it has always worked out very well. Maybe. But try to enjoy every bit of it. Open your hearts. Try to enjoy every bit of it. The collective marriages of 51 people. And individually, you will find all of them having a very beautiful expression and a very beautiful aspiration. And the whole thing will be very beautiful if you have that collective understanding within yourself. Otherwise, you'll say, I didn't get this, I didn't get that. Last time the marriages were very beautiful. And it's in a jungle area. Along the seashore we will be having these marriages. Try to enjoy it and try to make it a success. And after marriages also you must remember that if you cannot make two persons live together happily, how are we going to make the whole world live together? So both must accept the situation as a wife and a husband, two different personalities of different temperaments, have to live together to show to the world that if two persons cannot live, how can the whole world live? And these two persons make a symbolic expression of that unity about which I am saying. You being all realized souls, you should really have a very nice time after your marriage. But too much of everything is bad. Must keep a control. Should not go too much into it. Must keep a kind of a control. And if you could keep a kind of a control, then you will enjoy the marriage in its full way. So we are looking forward to that great occasion of 51 marriages. I hope it's going to 51. Just now we have only 49 people. I must say that Maureen has done a good job out of it, though everybody tries to. Actually, he wants to buy me a present for the wedding. I think he should have it instead of me having it. He has really done wonderful things, and I shoot off like a star from here to there, and I find out a person, one from Asia Minor, another from Timbuktu, and he just accepts it, and it works out. It works out. So I hope you will try to cooperate with me, cooperate with the Spirit, cooperate with this great movement of the whole world. In this, to know your responsibility that this marriage you are doing for Sahaja Yoga, for the emancipation of the whole humanity. And that's how, if you understand your responsibility, you will understand that marriage is not for yourself, for your own comforts or anything. It is for the comfort of the whole world. May God bless you.